Hello everyone. So let's move to the next question. A project manager was recently assigned to an investigation project. Due to the complexity of the project manager is unsure if any regulation applies. So the word to be noted over here is regulation. How should the project manager determine which regulations apply to the project? Now let's read option choice A. Consult with the manager who has a higher level of authority for this decision. Now you might think that a senior manager knows every bit of it, but authority is never equivalent to expertise. The manager may not know industry specific regulations, and that's the reason this is not a correct answer choice. Let's read option choice B. Contact the PMO manager as they are in charge of determining regulations required for the agile project. Now again, PMO may guide the templates or framework, but not the legal or regulatory decisions. Hence, this is also not a correct answer choice. Let's read option choice C. Schedule a meeting with key stakeholders, subject matter experts, SMEs, and the project team to better understand if any regulations are applicable. Now, you are being proactive over here. You are consulting the right people, the right stakeholders, the subject matter experts of your team. And this is exactly what PMI expects, collaboration with subject matter experts. So here you can see whenever the word regulation says it all, whenever regulations is there, there has to be a subject matter expert. Let's also read option choice D. Request a signed letter from the client to confirm if any regulations apply to any project deliverables. Now, here, regulations are external laws, not based on client decisions. Clients may not be even aware of all the applicable laws. This is like shifting your responsibility as a project manager onto the client. And hence, this is also not the correct answer choice. So, the correct answer choice over here is option choice C. Let's move to the next question. A new project manager is assigned to an ongoing agile project. The project is now starting its second 4-week iteration. The project manager finds that there are significant differences of opinion within the project team, leading to major setback for the project. What should the project manager do in order to overcome differences and bring the project back on track? So let's read option choice A first. Promote conversation among team members in upcoming review meetings to help solve the problem. Now, this is an agile project. Team members are having conflict. The PM needs to facilitate a resolution. So, as per option A, the PMI normally faces a high value on communication, collaboration, and continuous feedback. Option A is telling the same thing. Promoting conversation is something that is proactive, direct communication. The project manager is not ignoring the issue, but encouraging an in open dialogue to resolve the problem. And hence, this can be a correct answer choice. Let's also read option choice B. Schedule a team outing activity to allow people to know each other better and feel comfortable in talking. Now, why this is not an ideal choice? While team building is helpful, it doesn't address the root cause of the ongoing conflict or a serious setback. PMI prefers direct and structured actions over indirect or social and only effort. This is more of a long term morale booster, not something that is problem solving method. And hence, this is also not a correct answer choice. Let's move on to answer choice C. Allow the team to self-organize before the next iteration to solve the problem. Now here, self-organization is good, but without any kind of facilitation or a direction, without any kind of direction, the conflict will tend to continue. So this is in itself not sufficient. Then option choice D, reach out to their functional managers so that they can talk to the team and solve the problem. Now, this is something that is waterfall style escalation, not agile at all. Now, they have mentioned over here that this is an agile project. So, this is something that is undermining the team autonomy. Bringing in functional manager undermines the team ownership and disrupts the entire team dynamics. So definitely this is not a correct answer choice. So we are left with answer choice A. This is the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. A company is implementing agile. Which action should the project manager take to ensure they are acting as a servant leader? Now, here the main point of the question is the company is transitioning to agile. The key word to focus on here is agile, team centric, and servant leadership. Let's review all the answer choice over here. Option choice A, keep strict control of the team and their activities. Now, this is a command and control behavior, typical of a traditional or a waterfall management. Agile values autonomous and self-organizing team. Hence, this is not the correct answer choice. Now, option choice B says, serve as a backup in case a team member becomes ill. Now, a servant leader is someone who enables the team, not replaces the team. Again, this is also not a correct answer choice. In Agile, teams are cross-functional, they are self-managing, and work should be redistributed among the team. It should not be taken over by the project manager. So let's read option choice C. Ensure the team follows all the processes as defined without questioning them. Now again, Agile promotes continuous improvement. If a process doesn't work, adapt it. Blindly following a process without feedback or flexibility goes against agile principles. Servant leaders encourage reflection and adaptation, not rigid enforcement. That's the reason this is not the correct answer choice. Let's read the next one. Understanding the bottlenecks and support the team to remove them. Now, this is the correct answer choice. This is actually the textbook definition of servant leader. A servant leader actively removes the impediments, observes and listens to the team's need, helps the team and focuses on delivering value without distraction. So if you see, whenever you see a phrase like servant leader, immediately think of removing obstacles, empowering the team, facilitate collaboration, promote a safe and trustworthy environment. So this is it. And option choice D is the correct answer over here. Let's move on to the next question. A project manager is delivering a complex project for a client who has their own project manager. The client's project manager is the sole decision maker for the project, but is not the delegating financial authority. For every financial decision, the client's project manager must seek approval from a higher authority. This decision step has caused a significant impact on the resource management cost and time of the project delivery. How can the project manager resolve this problem? Now here, the main idea of the question is you are a project manager working with a client who also has a project manager. But the client project manager cannot make financial decisions and must go up to the chain for approvals. Now, this is causing a delay. This is causing a significant delay in the project, which is further like causing delay in the resource management and time delay in completion of the project. So the real issue over here is the bottleneck. There is a bottleneck in decision making authority, and it is directly affecting the project delivery. It is directly affecting. Now you need to find out the best solution for this. Let me read option choice A. Raise this problem in the quarterly project status report. In the quarterly project status report. Now, quarterly is too late for an urgent operational issue, which is affecting cost, schedule, and resources. Status reports are for informing, not resolving major setbacks in a project. Now, this would further delay the action. Hence, this is not the correct answer choice. Let me read answer choice B. Add the problem to the lessons learned report. Now, again, this is not the correct answer choice. Lessons learned are documented after or near project closure. This does not solve the problem now. It is just recording it for future reference. You don't use lessons learned register to fix current active projects. So this is basically a project blocker that cannot be done. And hence this is not a correct answer choice. Then option choice C, escalate the problem to the project steering committee. Now, this is the right escalation path. The steering committee or the governance board has the authority to make decisions, allocate financial authority, or remove process bottlenecks. Since the team is beyond your control, since the issue is beyond your control, and it is also impacting the project performance caused by client side governance, escalation is absolutely necessary over here. And that's the reason this can be a correct answer choice. Let's also read option choice D. Discuss the problem with the client project manager. Now you are likely already you must have done this in first place. The client project manager does not have the authority to fix financial delay. So that's already mentioned in the question. So while it is good for awareness, this doesn't actually resolve the bottleneck that the project is facing. Hence, this is not the correct answer choice. So the best answer choice over here is option choice C. Let's move to the next question. A project manager is experiencing issues with the functional manager of a project team member. The functional manager has given the team members another assignment and has told the team members that the previous project should be a lower priority. What should the project manager do? So let's read the first answer choice. Escalate the issue to senior management. Now, it is incorrect at this stage. Escalation should be your last resort, not the first move. PMI encourages you to first try direct communication and collaboration. So, jumping directly to senior management without trying to resolve it yourself can harm working relationship. And hence, this is not the correct answer choice. Then answer choice B says communicate the importance of the project to the team. Now, again, this is not the correct answer choice. Telling the team that the project is important won't solve the core issue, which is a conflict with the functional manager, not the team members. So, it is not solving the main core issue in any manner. The team member are following the orders from their functional manager. So, this doesn't address the main problem, and hence this is not the correct answer choice. Then answer choice C, refer the functional manager to the project charter. Now, the project charter is the document that formally authorizes the project. It includes roles and responsibilities, project objectives, and authority levels. Referring the functional manager to the charter helps him to realign the priorities and remind him of the agreed upon commitments while making the charter. So, hence, this can be a correct answer choice. Let us also read answer choice D. Request additional resources for your project. Now, here, this treats the symptom, not the problem. The issue is priority conflict, not necessarily lack of resources. Simply asking for more people doesn't fix the misalignment with the functional manager. Hence, this is not the correct answer choice. So, the best answer choice over here is option choice number C.